Welcome back to Copart Sold in Seconds. The final hot on the block just finished up.
The 1964 Ford T-Bird. Let's check it out one more time. The first of the fourth generation of Thunderbirds, the 64 was styled for more of a squared-off appearance. In 1964, there was a pair of V8s available. Both were paired with a 3-speed automatic transmission. Now, this particular T-Bird is white and out of sight. Clean with an ACV of 42,000 clams. Let's check out the auction.
What a great-looking car. It just has the normal wear.
42,000 ACV.
Going once,
71,
going twice.
73 in New Jersey.
Oops,
Going once, going twice.
It's a cool ride.
Going once, going twice.
Really cool ride.
Is this it?
7,600.
Pennsylvania. Wow.
the
And that
highest
T-Bird
bidder.
now has a new coupe de roost.
Many drivers looking for a challenge feel the need for speed, but Ricky Rubin knows that going fast is not the only way to test your skills behind the wheel. Ricky Rubin fell in love with Jeeps when he was just a teenager.
My first vehicle when I was 15 was a Jeep, and I've always owned one.
Not content with roads, Ricky quickly discovered off-roading. Using and abusing Jeeps meant money spent on builds.
Jeep stands for just empty every pocket because you're always working on one of them.
Saving money on Copart makes those expenses more manageable.
The last Jeep I had, I threw it away. The frame was cracked and the body was beaten up so bad it just became an ugly vehicle.
But when that happens, Ricky's not upset. He just recycles what he can't use again and keeps the usable parts to put on other Jeeps. Ricky's working on 2 now.
The black Jeep that's out there had some pretty severe damage.
But after fixing the frame, replacing the grille, and making sure the engine roars,
That Jeep is very close to trail ready.
the other Jeep parked in Ricky's driveway belongs to new builder Will Cabell, who's learning a thing or two from the master.
Ricky and I started piecing it all together, one at a time. As soon as we found the time, it just came together.
Will says he'll be ready to hit the road and the trails soon.
Through Ricky, I've met countless of people, and it's such a small world. Even though there's so many Jeeps out there, the world becomes so small and instantly can relate to somebody else.
And what's next for Ricky?
What's next? Another Jeep, I guess.
I'd say that's a pretty safe bet. Ricky's lost count of how many Jeeps he's owned, and he says he's happy to be teaching the younger builders so that more Jeeps will find their way off of wreckers and onto the trails.
Jeepers, Jamie! I had to get that out of my system. And now it's time to check out auctions that are starting up later today.
Time for On the Clock, presented by DonateACar.com.
How about this 2007 Arctic Cat 500 ATV in Madison, Wisconsin? It comes in Kawasaki green. This bad boy is brand new, and it was in the crate and now uncorked for some lucky bidder to use for fun or utility. The actual cash value, $6,699. Can't wait to see how much it goes for. Could be an awesome value for a Copart.com customer.
On the Escape, this 2010 Ford Escape XLT has some pretty big damage to the driver's side, but that's it. With only 1,400 miles and an ACV of nearly 27 Gs, this is a great buy for anyone who knows of a good repair shop. It goes up for auction at noon in Denver.
Nice, and not to escape our roving eyes. Yuck, yuck, yuck. The 2005 Evolution powerboat with trailer. Who's looking for a party on a boat? You are. This pontoon party platform is stripped down. But with a little bit of hunting around for some parts, this treasure hunt could yield hours of floating frivolity. It's in Rancho Cucamonga, California in dry dock.
Now let's take a look at a live auction in West Mifflin, Pennsylvania. The 2003 Audi
to the highest
A6.
bidder.
And that one's gone.
That was nice.
Going all the way now.
Move on to a 1997 Ford Explorer. Has some front end damage.
Yeah, you hear
Going
that
once,
voice in the
going
background.
twice.
That's what you're listening to. That's what you'll hear if you're on your computer at home with the volume up.
The interior looks pretty clean though from that
to
picture
the
there.
highest bidder.
Look, sold in seconds. That one is gone.
Selling all the way now.
1993 Chevrolet Cavalier.
This is why you have to be on top of it. You go to Copart.com
Going
a
once,
little bit
going
early, you do
twice.
some research, and you get that bidding going.
This one's going to keep going, but we need to wrap it up for now. It's time for a break. You're watching Copart Sold
to
in
the highest
Seconds.
bidder.
Welcome back to Copart Sold in Seconds. Here is a live look at the New Britain, Connecticut lot. It's a 2006 Mazda Tribute.
Going once, going twice.
Nice looking SUV.
Mechanical damage. It has a clean title. Run and drive verification.
Going once, going twice.
2.3 liter 4. Sometimes these auctions
Going
can
once,
last
going twice.
a few seconds, up to
Going
several
once,
minutes.
going twice.
Let's see, Delaware still wants this one. This was our last live look of the day. Check out Copart.com's
going
member
twice.
area to keep following the live action.
And we know the work week just started, but here are a few vehicles that you might want to check out for later.
Let's see what's waiting around the world. Talk about a find. this 1977 Pontiac Can-Am is still in its original white body with orange graphics. Production on this car was halted after the spoiler mold was damaged and only about 1,100 were made.
Wow.
This one has the Oldsmobile 403 engine package, making it one of only 42. It comes with Copart's run and drive verification and goes up for auction at noon on Friday in Vallejo, California. Wow.
And speaking of wow, how about a 2008 Rolls-Royce Phantom with an actual cash value of, wait for it, $241,938. It also comes with a repair cost of over $116,000. But with some hard work and diligence, someone can find some parts from an auto recycler and get this Rolls back on the road rolling. Just under $15,500. The Ometer, West Palm Beach, Florida, is the spot.
Next week on the 26th, another beautiful piece of American machinery goes on the block. It's a 72 Corvette waiting in Scranton, Pennsylvania. A little piece of trivia for you. The 72 Vet was the last model to have the chrome front and rear bumpers. Both have been preserved on this red Stingray, but so is everything else. It has a clean vintage with Copart's run and drive verification. We're just about out of time for today, so it's time to check out next week's sales.
These are a couple vehicles that are going across the block next Tuesday.
We kick off next week with this 2007 Toyota Camry LE that someone took really good care of before she was rear-ended. Only $35,000 on the odometer and a clean interior with a 3.5-liter V6 comes complete with Copart's run and drive verification. The auction begins at noon on the 25th in San Jose, California, but you can place your preliminary bid now.
And coming up on the 25th in Corpus Christi, Texas, 2007 GMC Sierra C1500 SLE with a saggy bottom. It's true that this pick-em-up truck drags in the tail a little bit, but for someone who's looking for a nice project turned into a daily workhorse, this could be exactly what you're looking for. Search for 2007 GMC Sierra for more information.
Well, that's all the time we have for now. Thanks for watching.
Well, thanks for joining us. Over 700 vehicles sold so far in Copart today. There's the counter. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.